All right, I think it goes without saying that you always need a good beverage right before you have a good smoke sesh. Now, obviously, I prefer water. If you guys know, Mountain Dew came out with some like new red, white, and blue drinks. I don't even really like soda. I literally have like a 2-week-old Mountain Dew back there. I tried this one because I thought it was the all like 50 flavor one, but it's not. This one is trash. But anyway, I wanted to try this right before we entered the sesh, see if this was even worth it. This is 50 flavors of Mountain Dew in one. This honestly seems like one of the worst ideas I've had in a while, but anyway, let's go ahead and try this, man.
Ugh. Brother, ugh. What's that?
Oh, fuck no. Oh, no. That just tastes like gummy bears, like really nasty gummy bears. Well, that was a terrible idea. That is why I just stick to water, coffee, and alcohol. But what is going on, people of Earth? My name is Chilly Dilly, back at you with another chill-ass video. Yes, you see the title correctly. I am going to be trying a $19 eighth. The amazing people over at JK Distro for Juneteenth decided for the 24 hours of today that any strain for an eighth you can get for $19, which is really crazy. They have some amazing strains to take advantage of, obviously. We're going to be trying a new one for this video, talking about it, all that good stuff. This is one of their $19 strains, or really it's any of them, but we're going to be trying a new strain. Right here we do have, what was this? Chocolate Cherry Gelato. Very interesting. Anyway, though, let's go ahead and try this. Shout out to JK Distro, man. $19 is fucking crazy for any kind of strain. Cheers. So, I'm just going to talk about some strains that I personally think are really worth it. The Purple Baby Yoda is probably one of my favorite. The Blue Slushy is also a go-to. Lemon Cherry Gelato is really, really good. And one right now that they just sent me that I've been trying the last couple weeks is the Blueberry Gelato. Bro, when I tell you that this actually tastes like blueberry weed, like, I'm amazed. Like, you know how, what's his face, Ludacris made that one song? What is it, like Blueberry Yum Yum or Blueberry Fire or something like that? Anyway, I imagine that's what the fuck he was talking about. I mean, it's pretty crazy, bro. You know, honestly, the amount of deals and stuff that JK Distro does is just really crazy. The $50 ounces, which, once again, I mean, I know they're like everywhere now, but they generally were the first starters of doing that. And, you know, obviously, they're not the best. I will be the first to say that. I've gotten a couple that I thought, meh, this wasn't really that great, but can't really complain for a $50 ounce. But $19 any strain, and I don't even know if they're talking about the purple label or the black label, because that shit is pretty, the purple label is pretty expensive. The black label is, like, in my opinion, fair priced. I mean, I don't know what people expect. Like, I really do think that we've been, what do you call it? Why can't I think of the word? We've honestly been pretty spoiled with $50 ounces, even though they're just mid. Like, there's so many things you can do with it, making concentrate, making edibles, doing all different kinds of stuff. And even then, like, you know, at the end of the day, my biggest complaint is, like, maybe it's too stemmy, or it's like, yeah, it's usually just my biggest complaint. Or maybe, like, the flower itself is just like, I don't really care for the strain. But it's not like it doesn't get you baked, so. We've been spoiled with access to, like, okay strains for pretty cheap that still get us sufficiently baked. We all love to smoke, but, like, it literally requires money. So I think a lot of people within the hemp game, and just now naturally being able to save more money, have just been spoiled a lot, man. I think a lot of people's standards are too high. So yeah, this is the Chocolate Cherry Gelato. Does have kind of a sweet, nice taste to it. It is pretty low on the percentage, I'm not gonna lie. I think it was like 16-17%. Which is fine. I mean, I personally don't really care that much about percentage. I just don't want to be smoking like 10% or lower. Then I'm going to be like, okay, bro. I ain't gonna lie, I'm pretty sure the Blueberry Gelato is pretty high. No, it's at 20%. Gelatos aren't really that high in percentage to begin with, but call me a sucker, but I'm a big gelato fan. Lemon Cherry Gelato, Blueberry Gelato, just cherry gelato, like there are so many other fucking strains of gelato. It's fucking crazy. Definitely some smooth flower, I'm not gonna lie. Appearance wise, it definitely looked okay. A bit more stemmy than I would like, especially for it not being like the $50 ounce shorts and it being supposed to be like more regular nugs. Maybe just because I've dealt with so many of the $50 ounces now, like I'm definitely just not that big of a fan of stems or like small buds anymore, because those small buds sometimes are really pointy with sharp stems, and yeah, man, it can be pretty bad. I'm a big fan of bigger nugs, but I think a lot of people are. Even with those beautiful, nice, big nugs, man. I mean, nothing's better than breaking down one humongous nug in the grinder and having like a full grinder, you know what I mean? Now, it's not necessarily fun to take small flour apart and like have to pull out the stem and just all that kind of shit, bro. It's definitely not as fun. So shout out to Hemp Wraps and Blunt Wraps holding it down for that kind of shit. I do a little bit taste like a kind of dark chocolate kind of taste. It has like a bitterness to it almost. It's pretty interesting, man. I actually am pretty slumped off just 16%. You know, we got like halfway, and I usually do start to get pretty baked. I'm pretty surprised. Maybe it's just like an internal clock in me, man, that I'm just like, I smoked half, so I must be pretty baked. When I was younger, I definitely used to like, even if I was smoking with homies or by myself, I was like, yeah, we're finishing this whole thing in one sesh. And some of the older homies would always be like, nah, bro, like we'll get like halfway through and I'm already baked. And I'm like, what? I'm like, but you can get more baked. And they're like, nah, this is as baked as I'm gonna get, or else I'm gonna get too paranoid. And I'm like, I get that. $19 Ace for any strain in general is just fucking crazy to ask. If you ask me, my favorite's probably the blueberry gelato, lemon cherry gelato, purple baby Yoda. I would definitely say that this one is okay. I'm not as big of a fan as the blueberry gelato and some other ones, but that's okay. That's what makes JK Distro amazing to me, is being able to try so many different strains, and the fact that they always change it up. It's fine if I don't like one thing. I mean, it's not the end of the fucking world. It's still gonna get me baked, and if anything, gives me more reason to get a different strain. So like, yeah. Anyway though, we're gonna go ahead and end it here. I am sufficiently baked. I rate this strain like a 7 out of 10, honestly. It has more of a bitter, kind of sweet taste. I can see where it's got the like chocolate, like it almost tastes like a dark chocolate cherry, essentially. But yeah, still cool either way. Cool that you can even taste stuff like that. But anyway, if you enjoy the end bump, you can send your own to chillydillyendbumps. Other than that, I'm out this